Hello, everyone. I believe I'm live. Hello, everyone. This is your host, your friend, your boy, JetBlack, the one and only, here with another exciting video. And in this video, I'm going to be doing an AMA. That's right. You guys can ask me any questions that you guys happen to have. I am here for you guys. So this is just supposed to be like a chill hangout live stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop onto the Discord. I'm going to let people know, hey, I'm live. Let's talk. Just going to let people know I'm doing a live AMA. In case you guys want to join in on the Discord, I have a link to the Discord actually in the title of the video. I also have my Twitter handle in this video, and I also have my Cash App in the title of the video. But I'm into nerd stuff, comics, superheroes, video games. So let me know what topics you guys want to talk about or what topics you guys want to ask me about, and I'm here. You can literally ask me any question. I'll give you like an honest answer. If it's something like, what's my social security number, I'm going to say, I wouldn't tell you, kind of thing. So I'll be real with you guys. Let me know. I'm going to say, hello, everyone. I am doing a live AMA on my channel. There we go. So I just posted that on Discord. Camaro Guy said hello. Yo, Camaro Guy, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Don't forget to smash that like button. This is a live AMA. You can ask me literally any question you want, and I'll give you an honest answer to the question. As you know, my dude, because you've been to this channel before, I'm into video games, comics, superheroes. So I have like many different interests. Anime. I just finished watching a ton of Saint Seiya. So feel free to ask me any questions that you have. Speaking of asking questions, Camaro Gaming, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a happy, fun day today. How is everyone doing today? Definitely want to know how everyone's feeling. I'm excited to see what AMA questions that you guys may have for your boy. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe and check out some of the links in the title of this video, including our Discord link, Twitter handle, and Cash App. Camaro Gaming said, I'm good. How about you? I'm fantastic as always. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Oh, thank you for smashing that like button. Truly appreciate it. So let's see. Camaro Gaming, what are some of your favorite things? What are topics that you enjoy talking about? Let's see. I'm going to see if this is a good idea or not. I'm actually going to hop in the voice chat. So I am on the voice chat on our Discord. So if you guys want to talk to me on our Discord via the voice chat, that is an option. But you can also talk to me in the live chat on the video. So you guys have multiple options to be able to hop in, ask me anything, talk about anything. I am here to discuss with you guys. So I'm hyped to see what questions you guys may have or what topics you guys want to talk about. Because this kind of format is really encouraging, just like a chill hangout, where we can like talk about anything. You guys can ask me anything. So Camaro Gaming says that he's into politics, cars, and world stuff. So as you guys may know, I'm not like super hype about politics. I don't get into a lot of political stuff for real, but you can ask me political questions if you have specific political questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Car stuff. So I'm not super duper into cars. I would say my favorite car is like a Dodge Dart 2. And that's only because when I was really young, I saw a commercial that said that they had like good gas mileage, and there was a version where you could get Wi-Fi in your car and it looked sporty and you could get it in orange. So ever since then, I thought it was kind of cool, but it's just something that I saw a commercial for when I was a kid, and it just kind of stuck with me. And when you say world stuff, what kind of world stuff? Are you talking about like world history, world events, news in general? What kind of world stuff do you like? And then you mentioned that you're into gaming. So gaming is very broad. What video games have you been playing recently? And is there any gaming news that you'd like to talk about? Recently, I've been playing Tron Runner, which is kind of like an endless runner that's like Tron themed. But you also have like a lot of different things that you have to manage while doing the endless running, like sliding under obstacles and wall running, which is pretty standard. But also you have to throw your Tron disc. There are boss battles and stuff like that. So I've been having fun with that, trying to race through that game. So then Camaro Gaming said world building mostly. Oh, see, that's not what I would have thought when you said world stuff at all. So you're into world building. So you like to create your own like fictional worlds and establish like their lore and history and different characters and stuff like that. World building's cool. Do you happen to browse Reddit, and are you a member of r/immersive daydreaming? I actually saw a Reddit post earlier today on r/immersive daydreaming that was talking about whether or not there are people who daydream tournament arcs featuring like characters that they normally see in their daydreams that they call paras. They have interesting terminology on that Reddit. But they were talking about how daydreaming a tournament arc with your original characters can help to like build up interactions between characters that wouldn't normally interact. And it doesn't have to be like a fight per se. It could be like a political thing. Like it could be like a debate between different characters and like a fictional world that you're world building. Or they could be playing like a game, or it could be like a superpowered fight, like something you'd see in Dragon Ball. You know, it can be whatever you want. But I'm curious, are you a member of r/immersive daydreaming? And do you think you might be interested in it? Because they do talk about a lot of world building and creating your own fictional worlds. Camaro Gaming says when it comes to gaming, he's into Fortnite, which is about to release Chapter 2, Season 7. He's also into Roblox, he's into Call of Duty, and he's especially into the older Call of Duty games. So I've tried Fortnite before. I didn't really get into it. I used to do fan polls on the channel where you guys could vote for what kind of videos you wanted to see. And during that time, I got a few people requesting Fortnite. I think I also played Fortnite once because there was a girl I was going to go on a date with and she loved Fortnite. So we tried to play Fortnite together and it was whatever. But I don't know. I've become more interested in Fortnite recently, not out of a desire to play it, but just because they keep crossing over with interesting stuff. Apparently in a recent Fortnite teaser trailer, we got to see a robot from Rick and Morty. And now people are talking about, is Rick and Morty going to cross over with Fortnite? Which if they do, that'll just be another fictional medium that you can tie into pretty much anything else. So that's cool. I mean, technically, if that robot that we saw in the teaser trailer is in the game, then Rick and Morty kind of already is connected. Even if you don't necessarily see Rick and Morty pop out, it still shows that they're like multiverses connected. Ooh, so that's cool. Let's see. You mentioned that you're into Roblox. Never played Roblox. I've never played Roblox. I've never had a super strong interest in playing Roblox. I know that it lets you create your own games that you can then play with other people online. But if I was to play a game like that, I'd probably play Crata, which is a game that's available on Stadia. It lets you do a similar thing, but I think it looks nicer and you can actually make money doing it. So yeah, rather do that over Roblox. And you mentioned that you like Call of Duty. So I don't care for first-person shooters for real. I think the most shooters I've ever played in my life are games that I've actually played with my mom. So my mom and I played all 3 Gears of War games, and we played a co-op Splinter Cell game together. So that was like a good period of my life where I was doing like a lot of like shooting stuff, but a lot of that's third person. So I don't really like first-person shooters. I do have some Call of Duty content available on the channel, but that's from me and my friends playing Call of Duty Warzone, which is another game that I don't really like that much, but I enjoy playing games with my friends. So it's kind of something where it's like, we have fun, but if we were playing something else, I'd probably be more hyped kind of thing. So Camaro Gaming says, no, he's not a member of the Reddit r/immersive daydreaming, but it does seem really interesting. I highly recommend that you check it out. They do talk a lot about daydreams, world building, creating like fictional characters and worlds to explore. So I think it'd be up your alley since you mentioned that you're into world building. Camaro Gaming said they have done tons of crossovers. He's specifically talking about Fortnite. And he says that his favorite Fortnite crossover is with Marvel. So they have indeed done tons of crossovers in Fortnite. And I think that that definitely allows for you to create some crazy crossover maps in your head. Recently, speaking of crossovers, Loki crossed over into the Lucky Charms verse or whatever, and now they have this thing called Loki Charms, which means that Marvel connects to the General Mills verse, where we've seen characters like Crazy Square, which is the mascot for Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cuckoo, the bird from the Cocoa Puffs commercials, the wolf or dog or whatever from Cookie Crisp, et cetera, the bee from Honey Nut Cheerios. We've seen all those characters interact in that same world together, and now Marvel has crossed over with that. And since Marvel's been in Fortnite, you can connect anything that's been connected to Fortnite back to General Mills cereal. That's how stupid these crossovers are getting. Let's see. This is not my real name said, are you going to watch the Summer Game Fest announcements? So I haven't heard a lot about the Summer Game Fest. I just recently, like very recently, got like a Twitter account where I actually like follow stuff on Twitter. And they've been talking about E3 a lot. They've been like, oh, E3, are you hyped for E3? And they've been talking about like the new Nintendo Direct that's going to come out. They're like, Nintendo Direct, what Nintendo Direct? But I haven't heard anyone talk about the Summer Game Fest, like at all. Like I haven't seen anybody bring it up. And that probably just has to do with like the limited scope of people that I'm following.
One day Verde said, why do you eat shit?
Hey, that's your boy Godzilla shit posted in the live chat. So in case you guys want to do like voice chat stuff, you guys can on the Discord in the VC. So feel free to hop in. We'll see how long that lasts. But yeah, what stuff do we think is going to come in the Summer Game Fest? What are you guys' like predictions for the Summer Game Fest for this year? Camaro Gaming said, that's crazy, in reference to like the crazy crossover map stuff that you can do now. Beautiful Man said, Argizay? So what is Gizay? At first when I read that, I thought it said Arglizzy. Let's see, this is not my real name, said, I'm just hoping for an Elden Ring reveal. Isn't Elden Ring that one George R.R. Martin game that's supposed to be like a Souls-like, but with like a Game of Thrones style story? Or am I confusing Elden Ring with something else? Godzilla said, why do you eat poop? Answer me now. So I do not eat poop. Easy answer. But yo, Godzilla, welcome. In case you guys don't know, Frog Sothoth in the live chat, he is a friend of mine who watches a lot of the videos. He's a cool dude. He used to be called Godzilla, so we call him Godzilla all the time, even though that's not his current username. And then he said, why did you stop swearing? Just say poop. Just hit it up. Just say poop. Let's see. Camaro Gaming said, do you think we were better than we were 4 years ago? When you say we, are you referring to like us as individuals? Camaro Gaming likes to talk about politics a lot. So are you talking about like in a political space, and in what way are we better? Because I don't know, that's vague. I can say I think current me is better than 4 years ago me. 4 years ago me, get in a time machine. I'll fucking actually kill you probably, because I don't know. I think time travel has a lot of flaws. Think about like COVID with time travel. If people from the past could travel to now, they could get COVID. It just wouldn't be a good idea. But I would fucking cream 4 years ago me. He's not ready. Let's see. So this is not my real name, said Elden Ring is the next From Software game. They made Bloodborne and Dark Souls, and George R.R. Martin was involved in the world building and lore. Okay, yeah, Elden Ring is the thing that I thought it was. Elden Ring's cool, I guess. I don't know. So here's the thing. I've tried Souls-like games. I want to like Souls-like games, but I don't think the Souls-like game for me has been made yet. Where is that superhero Souls-like game? Make that, and I'd be hype. The closest thing we have is Jedi Fallen Order, and it's okay. I haven't finished it yet. I'm not a big Star Wars guy. Please just make a Souls-like that like fits me, because I'm not a medieval fantasy guy, and like most of them seem to be medieval fantasy. Sekiro looks okay, but I'm not super into like samurai stuff. It's fine. I don't hate it. It's just not my cup of tea. Superheroes are my thing. Give me superhero Souls-like, please. Godzilla said poop. He said say frick. Just say booty. Camaro Gaming said political, like the whole world. Like, do I think the whole world is better now than it was 4 years ago? I don't know. Very broad question. The safest answer I could give to that, while also being honest, would be in some ways yes, and in other ways no. But to get into specifics, ask a more specific question, and I will answer it to the best of my abilities. Godzilla said, why aren't you talking in the voice chat? Bruh. He said, that's cause berserk. Answer me. Why are you just not swearing? You changed so much. He's like, I miss the old Jet. He's hitting me up like I miss the old Kanye thing. So right now I am kind of just joking around with Godzilla, because as you guys have heard, I've cursed at other portions, but when he's cursing in the chat, I'm reading him in like a censored way. I'm just playing with you, dude. I still curse or whatever. But I am censoring your messages. I'm doing that on purpose. It's a gag. Doot, 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 doot. Let's see. Norfolk said, I miss the old Kanye. I miss the new Kanye. When it comes to Kanye, I've never been a big Kanye West fan. But I do like his part in that Schoolboy Q song. I thought that was cool. I used to listen to No One Man Could Have All That Power, because that was like the main song for Saints Row 3. And I was so hyped for Saints Row 3. I had just beat Saints Row 2 and learned that Saints Row 3 existed. So I was like, yeah, I want to play that game. I was so hyped. And I used to listen to his remix of Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, because I just really liked that song by Daft Punk back in the day. Norfolk said, I want to be Kanye. Godzilla said, I can't believe it. I have been trolled. And then he did a little peace smiley emoji. Godzilla said, me, Kitty, and Tankman have just been hanging out, playing AI Dungeon 2 and stuff. That's cool. I'm glad you guys have been hanging out, that you guys have been playing AI Dungeon 2. As I've mentioned in previous videos, AI Dungeon 2 is one of my favorite video games, but I just haven't really been playing it recently. Though to be honest, I haven't really been gaming that hard recently in general, so I actually ended my AI Dungeon 2 premium subscription. And in terms of gaming, recently I've been mainly playing Tron Runner, to be honest. I haven't been gaming that hard. I've been writing and I've been watching stuff. I've literally watched all of the original Saint Seiya anime that is available on Netflix. They don't have the Hades arc, though. I have like essentially the equivalent of 3 seasons that I just haven't seen yet because Netflix isn't on their shit. Come on. I've been so much Saint Seiya and I can't really say I'm done. Ooh. Let's see. Norfolk said, dude, when I watched the Joe Rogan podcast with Kanye, I was surprised how grounded he was. So I personally don't watch the Joe Rogan podcast, so I just haven't seen what you're referring to. Whenever I see Kanye appear in stuff, and again, I'm not a big Kanye head. I don't really follow Kanye. It seems like he has like emotional breakdowns and stuff. Like, I don't know. I think the last time I saw something with Kanye in it, and I was like, oh, Kanye seems okay, was a Tyler, the Creator documentary thing that somebody had made on YouTube, like a long form video essay where he was giving mad props to Tyler, the Creator. And it was talking about how a Kanye album inspired a Tyler album, which inspired a Kanye album, which I thought was an interesting tidbit. If I knew the name of that Tyler, the Creator video essay, I would definitely like throw that to you guys so you guys could go check it out. Camaro Gaming said, have you played Rust yet? It's out on Xbox, so it might be on PS4. So is Rust the game that's like a survival game that's kind of like an open world thing, but it's done in more of a realistic style than Minecraft? Like it's not all blocky or whatever. You're like real people running around. Because to be honest, I'm not super into games like that. I don't even really like Minecraft that hard. But recently, I have been getting into Ben 10 Minecraft, but that's because I'm a Ben 10 head. So I don't know. Like, you give me an open world Ben 10 survival game, I'm just gonna be all up on that, like butter on popcorn, dude. You already know. So that's what I've been hitting up for real. Samuel R said, whoa, hey, random stream. Whoa, hey, Samuel R. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Feel free to ask me anything. And don't forget to smash that like button. Let's see. Norfolk said he is actually really intelligent in reference to Kanye. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. I don't know a lot about Kanye. I'm learning. I'm gaining knowledge. Godzilla said, when will we get Jet's kinky second channel? I was promised this. So I don't believe that I ever promised a kinky second channel. And I don't have like an OnlyFans or anything. So if anyone's looking for kinky content from me, it currently does not exist, but it can exist in your imagination. Samuel R said, yeah, yup. Camaro Gaming said, yes. Samuel R said, what? Godzilla said, why can't you hear my voice on Discord? I hate this. And then he said, God is dead. Rest in peace. Godzilla just killed him. Let's see. So I don't know. For some reason, in our Discord, you're able to do like this text to speech thing where you're able to type in text and it'll like say like the voice thing out loud. And it seems to work whenever it wants to. I feel like it used to work consistently, but I've changed literally no settings on the Discord. But now it's like sometimes I hear Godzilla talk through the Discord and sometimes I don't. It's just like a weird whim thing. It's a roll of the dice. So who knows? Let's see. Chronic Blessing said, what kind of work do you do? So I am a cybersecurity research engineer. I work for the University of Alabama in Huntsville Cybersecurity Research Center. So I do cyber work. I mainly do a lot of like programming and scripting. Python is my specialty. Godzilla said, or if you give Jet your rainbow credit card. Rainbow? So yeah, I don't do kinky stuff for money, Godzilla. I will do videos talking about sex robots, though, and I did do one of those not too long ago. If you want to hear me talk about sex robots, you can also just ask me about it. This is like an AMA. Samuel R. said, have you seen... Hey, Samuel R. out here trying to make somebody slip. He's talking about Tony Hawk's brother, Mike. No, I haven't seen Tony Hawk's brother. What are you up to? What are you up to today? Godzilla said, then you can read the Discord chat. So I currently don't have Discord up. I got the stream up, but I don't have the Discord up. But I do have the Discord up where I can hear if you jump in the VC. I just don't have it where I can read the Discord chat directly. Camaro Gaming said, why doesn't it work on Android? It doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure why the text-to-speech function in Discord is so flaky, why it doesn't always work. Let's see, Godzilla put like a loading like circle thing. Samuel R. said, dang, yeah, you try, Samuel R. I've been doing this for a minute. People like to rename themselves, stuff like that. So eventually you start learning them. Let's see. Godzilla said, have you seen Hunt's brother, Mike? Nah, who's Hunt? I'm not familiar with Hunt or his brother, Mike. And then Godzilla said, Jet, I hate you. He said, Jet, I can't hear you on VC. I can't hear you on the VC. I'm in the VC. I'm pretty sure I'm in the VC. I hopped in the VC. I hopped in the V Coop. This is not my real name said, you may want to look at the AI Dungeon subreddit. There's been a lot of shady stuff being revealed about Latitude and what it's done in regards to cybersecurity stuff and more. So I have heard a little bit about like the weird Latitude situation. Apparently there was like a leak or whatever, and a lot of people didn't know about it until like the hacker who grabbed the information like told people about it or something weird like that. Most of what I've heard is like from Reddit.
You and Guverde said shit babies.
Hey, Godzilla got his thing to work.
Yeah, I also can't hear you on the voice.
Oh, and Ryan's now here too. Ryan's also in the voice chat. Are they loud, by the way? Let me know if they're loud.
Guverde said poop shit baby ass. Badge Wolf replied to do and Guverde same.
This seems like it's going to be a problem. If you guys shitpost too much, I'm going to close out the Discord thing. I'll keep the stream going, but I'll close out the voice chat thing. So you have been warned. If I hear more poop baby butt, I'll jump out the VC. Let's see. Godzilla said, I can't hear you, though. But you can hear me on the stream, Godzilla. That's the beauty of the stream. But yeah, I've heard a little bit about the cybersecurity stuff for AI Dungeon. It's weird. Let's see. Camaro Gaming said, this stream is getting weirder by the minute. That's what happens when you do AMAs. AMAs get weird real quick. Chronic Blessing said, what do you think about all the ransomware attacks? I think ransomware attacks are going to become worse as time goes on, to be honest. It's just getting easier to do attacks. And there's such a thing as being able to have like an attack in a box or whatever, where essentially you don't have to have a lot of knowledge about like computers or hacking or anything to be able to actually perform attacks yourselves. A lot of times we refer to people who use attack in the boxes as like script kiddies. They just find something online that works and then they just use it and it works. And a lot of script kiddie stuff can easily be blocked by a good enough like anti-malware service. The issue that comes about is that if your like anti-malware service like isn't updated or whatever, if your computer's not up to date, you still can be vulnerable to attacks. Also, people like to use default passwords and default security stuff, and they don't really keep their stuff up to date, and it just leaves people vulnerable. People just need to be more aware of the importance of updates and like keeping their systems secure. I think a lot of the ways to stop ransomware attacks is just to teach people like basic internet safety etiquette and to make training be like serious but also informative and something that can be like retained. So I think training is the big issue when it comes to trying to stop ransomware and other attacks. Camaro Gaming says that he thinks America is failing. So why do you feel that way? Ryan said, do you think the United States of America is authoritarian? No. How are you defining authoritarian? Ryan is one of my friends. I actually am planning on hanging out with Ryan on Wednesday, and he's very political. He likes to talk about politics stuff, so he's probably going to ask a lot of political questions. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not super into politics, but this isn't Ask Me Anything, so feel free to ask me anything. I'm here to answer your questions. Idiot X. For some reason, that name is kind of cool. Said, do you know I like you? Because I do. Oh, thank you, Idiot X. If you like me, then make sure to smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Boo-doo, boo-doo. Godzilla said, Jet, who would win? 1 trillion lions or the sun? The sun would win. The sun would absolutely eviscerate 1 trillion lions. No contest. Godzilla said, face in the clouds. Samuel R. said, hey, dude, have you I have not met someone named Mawini. Hey. Yeah, that one's interesting. I haven't met Pat is the safe way to say that. Yeah, I haven't met Pat. I especially haven't met someone by the name of Pat with that last name. Sometimes it's interesting to try and navigate around like the joke comments to try and like reference it while not like falling for it kind of thing. Idiot X said, I hate politics. So I don't necessarily hate politics. I just don't enjoy discussing it for real. So I'll give the political questions like the time of day, I guess, but I'm not super hyped for them. I'm super into like anime and superheroes and comic books and video games and coding and stuff like that. So let me know, what questions you guys have. I'll answer any question. It's just I have like specific interest fields that I can probably do better when it comes to answering questions on. So Ryan asks, why do I support white supremacist empires? And he's saying that because he feels like the United States of America is one. Ryan has a lot of like pretty strong views about political stuff. I would say that I don't support white supremacist empires, to which then Ryan will go, well, here are all the reasons why the United States of America is that, and he'll go on that all day. That's totally fine. He can do that in the live chat. This is not my real name said, what is the important album to you? Ooh, are you talking about like music albums? Like what's a music album that I really vibe with? So my favorite music album is Igor by Tyler, the Creator. I feel like it actually is a great look into like love, and it goes over all the different like phases of love and like romance and stuff like that. And I have moments where I listen to that album and I truly feel and relate, and I can go, yes, I have been in a relationship and I felt that way. Oh, I need to listen to Igor. I actually recently was broken up with. There was like a relationship thing that happened. This is the perfect time to listen to stuff like that, to be honest. I need to listen to that. Recently, the album that I've been vibing with is J. Cole's Off Season. If you guys haven't listened to Off Season, I thought it was pretty good. One of my friends, Aiden, aka Emperor AP, he's not a big J. Cole fan, but even he likes songs from Off Season. I'm just saying, it's good. Godzilla said, earlier I made an AI Dungeon 2 world based off of mythology and Avatar The Last Airbender. So basically, just Avatar The Last Airbender. Okay, cool. I hope you had a fun time. He said, but some Greek stuff as well. Oh, interesting. So is it like Avatar The Last Airbender mixed with like Greek gods? Idiot X said, thanks, I love Injustice. Yo, what are your thoughts on the Injustice animated movie that they're making? I was actually pretty stoked that they're making that. because recently, back when I was like dating my ex, we were watching a cutscene movie for like Injustice 1 and Injustice 2. And I'm like, oh, now the animated movie's coming out. I wish we would have just watched that instead, to be honest, because the cutscenes are looking rough. That's an old ass game. But let's see. Godzilla said, I don't hate politics. I just hate politics. Jet. Samuel R. said, wait, who's Godzilla? So Frog Sothoth in the live chat, he used to have the name Lizard Zor, and then he changed his name at some point to Godzilla, and then everyone called him Godzilla, but now his name is Frog Sothoth, but the name Godzilla has just stuck. Then Godzilla said, me, I am Godzilla. Idiot X said, I support black people, no offense to anybody. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Godzilla said, I don't like Godzilla that much, though. I like writing my own poop, including my own giant monsters, though kaiju are still my favorite trope. So he's like, I'm trying to distance myself from the Godzilla brand. I have my own characters that I'm trying to promote. And that's totally cool. I dig that. I've been doing a lot of trying to create open source characters for anyone to be able to use. Samuel R. said, okay. Ryan posted a big thing. So let's check out Ryan's big thing. It's going to be political and it's going to be really charged. He says that he does not think the U.S. is a white supremacist empire. Ryan said it is a white supremacist empire. Oh, he's saying he doesn't think it is. He's just saying it is. Then Ryan said to claim it isn't, you would have to claim it doesn't have institutional white supremacy, or it isn't an empire. Okay, Ryan just making a statement, just not a question. Idiot X, I do like that name, said that they like dark skins, they love melanin. Okay. Good on you, Idiot X. Also not a question, just an opinion. Idiot X said, Injustice is freaking awesome. He put like a cool guy, sunglasses, smiley face. Hey, I'm glad that you vibe with Injustice. I used to do like Injustice 2 streams like all the time, where I would play as Green Arrow. But for one, I don't think people really vibed with it that hard. Sometimes people would tune in, sometimes people wouldn't. And two, those videos keep getting copyright claimed because Warner Brothers likes to claim the music for those Injustice streams. So it's always really gross to like do those streams because I just know it's going to get copyright claimed. Samuel R. said, Idiot X, race simping? Dun-dun-dun-dun. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard someone use the term race simping before. Fan Man said, you're very muscular. My goodness. Thank you, Fan Man. Truly appreciate it. Ba-da-ba-ba. Let's see. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a happy, fun day so far. Godzilla said, no, I was Godzilla Tails. And then I was Lizard Zor. And then I was Godzilla. And now I am Frog Sothoth. Dun, 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 dun. Camaro Gaming said, there was just a bog booty bug on my phone. Oh, he meant to say a big booty bug on his phone. I'm sorry to hear that you had a big booty bug on your phone, twerking all over your phone, getting on the screen. This is a shame. Tell the big booty bugs to go outside. It's hot girl summer, not hot bug summer. Get out of here. Let's see. Godzilla said, including a giant fish monster on a weird fantasy future of Earth. A weird fantasy future of Earth. It sounds like the beginning of a story. Like instead of saying like once upon a time in a medieval fantasy land, it's like once upon a time on a weird fantasy future of Earth. Ryan said, should the United States of America return the land it stole from indigenous people? So should the USA return land that it stole? I feel like if you steal something, that's bad, and that you shouldn't steal stuff in the first place, and that if you have the ability to give back something that you stole, that is something that would be good. It wouldn't make up for the fact that you stole it, but I guess it'd be better than just keeping the thing that you stole. Godzilla said, which is probably my favorite character that I have created, mostly because I had help with my friends for the world. Hey, yo, working together to create some like awesome world building or like a cool story or just like a game that you can like play together is always fun. Collaborative storytelling is pretty badass, not gonna lie. I'm a fan. Let's see. Fanman said, Ryan, be quiet and eat an egg roll. That's a very specific thing to say. Egg rolls can be pretty good. I know my mom really likes egg rolls. I haven't had an egg roll in a hot minute, I don't think. To be honest, I don't think I've had like Asian food in a hot minute. No, that's not true. I've been regularly ordering the Asian salad from Nothing But Noodles with shrimp and beef. That's not sponsored. I just really like that Asian salad from Nothing But Noodles. It's pretty good. Godzilla said, reminds me of Jerry. Yo, Jerry is a bug that got in my apartment once on stream, and I had to try and hunt him down and kill him during the stream. And it's become a meme that people will bring up every once in a while. Godzilla said, hey, it's Tank Man. So in case you guys are wondering, Fan Man is Tank Man, who is a guy who used to be like all over the channels all the time. Bump, 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 and he's still here. Bump, bump, but he's got a new name. Bump, bump, bump. There's some drama stuff. Bump, bump. Anyways, continuing on. Ryan said, there was a small booty bug, like an ant on my computer. Small booty bug didn't hear about Hot Girl Summer. Got to up your booty game for Hot Girl Summer, small booty bug. Ryan said, I don't have any egg rolls. Yo, we should fix that, dude. Ryan, when are you and I going to hit up 88 Buffet? Ryan and I used to occasionally hit up 88 Buffet. It's like a local, like, Asian food buffet. It slaps. I'm a fan of 88 Buffet. Ryan's a fan of 88 Buffet. It's like down the street from my place. We're hanging out Wednesday. We're talking about where we going to eat on Wednesday. 88 Buffet. Ryan doesn't have egg rolls. This is how you get egg rolls. Fanman said, sad. I'm sorry to hear that you're sad. Or I mean, I don't really know what you're saying sad about. I guess I can't comment on it. He just said sad. There's not much to say. Samuel R. said, there's another guy that goes on the stream occasionally. Hey, you thought you got me. Watson? No, I don't know Watson. I don't know Watson H. I'm not familiar with him, Samuel R. Trying to trick me. You ain't slick. I'm out here reading. Ryan said, should the United States of America free Puerto Rico from occupation by the United States of America? I don't have a lot of information about that to be able to like answer that question. I don't know. I don't really keep up with a lot of political stuff. Just giving you an honest answer. Camaro Gaming said, AI Dungeon 2 responded to Trump 2024 by saying, die 2024. AI Dungeon 2, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is a game where you can say anything and do anything, and the AI kind of plays as every other character in the game, as well as the rest of the world, and reacts to whatever you say or do. So that's what Camaro Gaming is referring to. I don't really have much to say about his comment. It was more or less a statement. It's not really like a question. Godzilla said, he doesn't like you though, Jet. That's true. He's referring to Fanman. Fanman has explicitly stated on multiple occasions that he does not vibe with your boy. Idiot X said, do you have a girlfriend? And then he said, you're silly. Love that. So had a girlfriend not too long ago. Broke up. Bam, bam. Now I'm single. Weird situation, to be honest. Complicated situation. Feel free to ask more questions. I'm an open book. Godzilla said, Idiot X. He doesn't anymore. I still do hang out with his ex because she's pretty awesome and she does good voice acting. That's true. Let's see. Samuel R. said, gee, idiot, I'm going to catch you slipping one of these days. No worries, Samuel R. It reminds me of Swipe or No Swiping and like Dora the Explorer. Like, one day I'm going to steal that little girl shit. One day I'm watching you, Dora. Let's see. Bandman said we play AI Dungeon together because he didn't say two. What? Who says AI Dungeon without the two? Let's see. Ryan made he made a question. So he said, This is Ryan's quote. The United States of America has been occupying Puerto Rico for over 100 years, and the population are treated as second-class citizens by the rest of the empire. Is that enough information? No, not really. So essentially all you said was the United States has been occupying Puerto Rico for a long time and that they don't treat them well. I feel like they should treat them better. I don't know why they're occupying them in the first place. I don't know a lot about the situation. But I can say it sounds like no one should be treated as a second-class citizen. So they should be treated better. Camaro Gaming said, who do you think actually won the 2020 election? I think the winner of the 2020 election actually won the 2020 election. I think our current president won the election. Fair and square. Godzilla said, gosh darn it. Sounded like an old West guy. This is not my name said, have you ever been to a concert? And if you have, what was the best one? I haven't really been to a lot of concerts. I have been to like live music events and stuff before when I was a kid with my dad. But as an adult, I think I kind of prefer like pre-recorded music than like live music. When I see live like people that I like, I actually don't really like how they sound live most of the time. Then again, I am listening to like an audio recording of a live thing, but I listen to like a lot of rap. I just feel like a lot of rappers live just seem like they're kind of phoning it in. I really don't like it when I see rappers on stage and they're just kind of like, and the song's playing in the background, but they're not really doing anything. And then they occasionally go, in this one part of the song that I'm going to rap out loud. And then like the rest of it is just like bumping in the background and they're just nodding and like the crowd's hype. I get the idea of like the energy and feeling like you're a part of the moment. But it's just, it doesn't sell it for me, dude. Just actually rap your thing, and I think I'd be hyped, is how I feel about like a lot of concerts. Let's see. Samuel R. said, oh, I think I know your girlfriend, or ex. Probably. Godzilla said, this is not my real name. Yeah, actually, he frequently talks about when he went to, he's trying to trick me into saying a whole bunch of those trick things. Ayo. Got around it. You took your shot, but you missed it. Straight bricks. Continuing on. Let's see. Fanman said, Nick, can you delete all those Cash App vids? Because I don't associate with you anymore, and it would confuse new people. That'd be like, who is this Craxel guy? No, I will not delete the previous videos that you paid me to do in the past. Those videos have already been uploaded, and those are on the channel. And I honestly don't think anyone would be super confused by the presence of those videos. Let's see. Camaro Gaming said, do fan mail. Interesting. Okay. So when you say do fan mail, are you requesting that I do like a video series where you guys like send me DMs or something and you mark them as like read on stream? And then I do like a video where I like read through like fan mail stuff? That could be cool. I have a Twitter. My Twitter handle is actually in the title of this video. So if you guys want to like DM me on Twitter for stuff that you want to talk about like on stream, feel free to do so. I can't check my Twitter right now. Well, it's not that I can't. I'm not checking my Twitter right now, but maybe in the future there could be like a whole segment about that. So let me know. Let me know if you want to do that. Let's see. Samuel R. said her name is... Oh, you tried. You tried, Samuel R. Brick. Not today. Godzilla said at Fanman, if you're going to have him delete your stuff, you got to pay him. You got to pay him to delete your stuff. No, I don't think I'm going to do pay to delete content on the channel. Once something's posted to the channel, it's kind of posted to the channel. It's not like those videos are like offensive in any way or that those videos are like somehow like doing something wrong by existing. They're just kind of up and you paid for them and they're up now and they're just up now kind of thing. Godzilla already read that. Idiot X said Batman. No, Batman, 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 and that's all he said. Then Godzilla said $200 a video. So pay $200 to get a video removed. No, even if someone did pay me a whole bunch of money to remove a video from the channel, I wouldn't remove the video from the channel. A lot of the videos on the channel are videos that don't necessarily reflect the current content that I'm producing. I honestly don't really care that they're like so different, because it just shows like my history and like different moments of my life and how the content has changed over time. I'm just perfectly cool with that. It really is like a solid time capsule of my life, and I like being able to go back to these different moments where I was a different person or where I did say different things. And I can accept that in many ways I'm not the person that I was before. And if I ever have said stuff in like a past video that was like controversial or bad or something that I don't agree with now, I'm more than willing to say, hey, past me isn't current me. I apologize for any past thing I did. But this isn't really that situation. So, yeah, it's not like that kind of thing. You just kind of want old videos gone that you paid for, but you paid for them to be up, and it isn't really a service to get them taken down. Let's see. So Ryan said the United States of America is occupying Puerto Rico after the United States of America defeated Spain in the Spanish-American War. Spain had previously annexed Puerto Rico into the Spanish Empire. Should the United States of America return Guantanamo Bay to Cuba? Why is that where that went? Like, why is it like a bunch of information about the USA and Puerto Rico followed by a question about Cuba? I don't know. I don't know a lot about that last thing that you said. Fanman said, stop with the $200. Oh my gosh. Samuel R. said, by that logic, should we give Texas back to Mexico, right? So I think Samuel R. and Ryan are in what I will call the political zone. Have a political stuff. This is what Ryan wants. This is what he's been planning. He's like, come into the political zone, Samuel R. Godzilla said, I'm going to make you react to some war crimes. Oh, no. Is everyone in the political zone? Godzilla said, Ryan is going to have a field day in the comments. Then Camaro Gaming said, milk. This is not my real name. Said, what interested you in cybersecurity? Okay, so my mom has worked for the sheriff department since I was like a wee kid and still does to this day. And my dad is a computer scientist. So when I was younger, I found myself at sometimes wanting to be a programmer because my dad does programming and I'm interested in programming, you know, talking from the perspective of like younger me. And at other times, I wanted to be like a police officer, like a member of like the military police and stuff like that, because my mom did like sheriff stuff. And when I got older and it was time for me to go to college and figure out what I wanted to study, I was like, what if I just did both? So it's like a combination of like a law enforcement style profession and like a computer science profession into one. So in many ways, I am kind of like the son of my parents in a way, like a hard combination of just both things. And also, I do want to help to protect our country from cyber warfare, which is a constant and ever-growing threat. Malloreon said, how many Raid Shadow Legends contracts have you been offered? 0. If Raid Shadow Legends hits your boy up, you would likely see a Raid Shadow Legends ad. I don't think I would say no to a Raid Shadow Legends ad if I was hit up with a Raid Shadow Legends ad. You know what I want? I want an Audible ad. I miss just seeing Audible. Where did those go? I don't know. I used to see those all the time when I was younger. I feel like I never see Audible now. Give me an Audible. Hit me up. Hit me up. I would love to get a free Audible trial to be able to like put in my code or whatever. I think that'd be great. Ryan said, Guantanamo Bay is occupied by the United States of America against the wishes of the Cuban regime. Okay, why? I don't have enough context in order to actually answer your question from before. Godzilla said, at Melorion, probably 0. He only does sponsors from, and he tried to trick me into saying a thing, but I saw it coming. Then Samuel R. tried to trick me into another thing by saying, oh, hey, and then another fake name. Nah. Maliaron said it was a joke. I'm aware it was a joke, but I'm serious. Raid Shadow Legends hit me up on Twitter. Like, actually hit me up with that sponsor. I'm ready. Idiot X said, I gave you a like. No need to thank me. Too late hitting you up with those thanks. Hey, hit you with that thanks back. Thank you for smashing that like button. Truly appreciate it. Let's see. Fanman said, how do you feel about Invincible getting his ass kicked and not improving at all? So, it seems like we're about to talk about Invincible right now. Bow, 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 bow. No spoilers for Invincible for those who haven't seen the animated series or read the comic. So I've read over 100 issues of the Invincible comic, and I've been a fan of Invincible for quite a while. The reason why I haven't finished the comic series is because back in the day, I was reading it with not my last girlfriend, not the girlfriend who you could barely count. We didn't date for very long before that. But Beth and I were reading through Invincible, and once Beth and I stopped dating, I kind of fell off it, and I just haven't gotten back on it. But I think Invincible is an incredible story. I highly recommend that you guys check out the comic and that you check out the animated series. I'm caught up on the animated series. I need to read through all the comic. I just haven't yet, but I do recommend it. Good story. When it comes to Invincible's development, stay tuned, read the comic. You'll get to see him grow more over time. Let's see. So Camaro Gaming said, Duck didn't. Don't know what that means. Malarion said, they hit me up and I immediately blocked the sender. So you said that you got hit up by Raid Shadow Legends. You said, nah, that ain't me. Yo, let them know. Let them know I'm out here if they want that Raid Shadow Legends promo. This is not my real name said, what's on your shirt? So this is a Dragon Ball Z shirt. I actually got this from Beth's parents for my birthday or Christmas one year. It was a gift. Let's see, but it has Tien, Chaozu, Yamcha, Krillin, Piccolo, Goku, Gohan, and the Dragon Ball Z logo. Well, not really the logo, just the name. Oh, and some Japanese letters. Let's see. Bum, bum, ba, da, bum. Ryan said, Texas should be returned to the indigenous Americans who live in Texas. Mexico is also a settler colonial state that suppresses indigenous Americans like the United States of America. That's not a question. Godzilla said, Jet, have you ever played Goblin? I think that's a setup for a bigger joke. No, I haven't played a game called Goblin, but I feel like that's leading up to like a Goblin needs nuts kind of joke. Anyway, Samuel R. said, how the H is that fair at all art? What about the millions of people that live there now? Let's see, Godzilla said Beth was cool. Yeah, Beth is cool. Beth and I broke up on good terms. I feel like Beth and I are at good terms. We don't really talk anymore for real. But we have gone to events together and stuff since then and been on good terms and just been able to hang out. And I actually am still cool with Beth's parents. I messaged Beth's mom happy Mother's Day on Mother's Day and stuff. I do think you can have breakups that can just kind of just be fine and just be a mutual thing. Let's see. Ryan said, the United States of America defeated the Spanish in the Spanish-American War. Cuba annexed into the Spanish Empire like Puerto Rico was taken from the Spanish. Cuba was given independence with conditions. Okay? That's not a question, Ryan. Where are these questions at? This is not my real name said, I appreciate you not spoiling Invincible. I still need to start watching it. Yo! I hope you enjoy it once you check it out. Also, let me know your thoughts on Jupiter's Legacy. I know it got canceled, but it's going to get continued in a Super Crooks live action show. Camaro Gaming said, got you, LMAO. Fanman said, play Five Nights at Freddy's, I think. No, Friday Night Funkin' is what he's saying. He just said FNF, and I was like, what is that? I don't know. If I was going to play a rhythm game, I might want to play that Kingdom Hearts rhythm game. I played the demo of it, and I actually liked it a lot more than I thought, but I feel like I would get copyright claimed on all the music, which sucks. Godzilla said, I don't know, man, but you should really start. Hey, I knew it. He said, Goblin needs nuts. Hey, Godzilla, I'm going to let you have that one, because I did kind of fall for that, even though I saw it coming. Did it. Congratulations, Godzilla. You did it. Fanman said, Ryan just doesn't give up. He's got that determination. Let's see. Where we at? where we get, oh, Godzilla said, no, he did it. He freaking found out before I said it. Poop. Just start swearing. Please swear. Fanman says swear. Godzilla said it hurts. Fanman said swear. Fanman says swear, Nick, swear. Ryan posted a big political thing that's not a question. And then Samuel R. responded with more politics. Still not a question. Then Godzilla said, Tankman, how do you like the concept of a giant centipede spirit that flies around and projects people in a weird mythology world? Then Fanman said, yo, Glob, that sounds cool AF. So a giant centipede spirit that flies around and isekais people to a mythology world? That's a new way to do like a truck-kun kind of thing. Truck-kun is a TV tropes, or I guess just a trope that appears in a lot of like isekai stuff. It's essentially the concept that a lot of people who in anime are sent to like a mythical world are like hit by a truck in the real world, and then they wake up in like some kind of fantasy world or inside a game world. And the way that you describe the giant centipede spirit that flies around, oh, it doesn't say project people. It says protects people in a weird mythology world. I misread it. Your thing is more like a centipede spirit superhero, but in a mythological world. That's cool. I misread that very heavily. My apologies. Godzilla said, no, Jet. That's not what I said. Hey, Ryan put some more political stuff, but not as a question. Didn't ask anything. Camaro Gaming said, what do you think is going to happen to COVID by 2024? Who knows? It's actually really hard to predict stuff like that. I'd say it's hard to predict the future in general. My hopes for the future are that we can continue to return to some form of normalcy while also at the same time keeping the like telecommunication stuff that was set up during COVID and like improving upon that. I do think the future is not really having to go into work for a lot of more like tech-based jobs. And I think we're so close to that, we just don't need to backtrack on it. Please keep teleworking alive and also just keep working to make it better and to make it safer. Please. I think that's like what we need to do. Let's see. Godzilla said, it's a giant spirit centipede monster that flies in a mythology world and protects people in it. Understandable. I figured that out after rereading it again, Godzilla. I am aware. I have been awoken. And I do think that's a cool idea. It's an interesting concept. Luck Edits said, hey, I'm just checking up on you. Yo, Luck Edits, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. I hope that you're having a happy, fun day today. Right now, I'm just doing an Ask Me Anything, hanging out, chilling with the peeps. Godzilla said, you are Yuna, a male spirit. You look like a giant centipede which can fly. You've been tasked by the gods to protect humans in the world from spiritual danger. You travel from village to village, eating people in their lives and helping them with their troubles. I believe that is an AI Dungeon 2 prompt that Godzilla just shared in the live chat. Was it a question? No. Was it interesting? Yes. Camaro Gaming said AI should take over. Weird blanket statement. Weird statement. I'm not sure if that's accurate. So I think it would be nice for artificial intelligence and humans to coexist, and that for any AI that we deem to be sentient or build to be sentient to be given certain rights. That's my vision for a future of like humans and AI interacting with each other, which I feel like is going to become like a bigger thing the more the developers like emo shape try and push like, oh, our thing is sentient, and has like emotions and feelings, it can make decisions. And the more that we start to like blend ourselves with artificial intelligence, for example, the Neuralink wants to make it where like your mind and like AI can like work as one kind of thing. The more stuff we have like that, the more I think it's really important for us to think about our future with artificial intelligence and how it'll continue to grow over time. Fanman said, Godzilla, tell him about the auditor, my villain. Ryan posted more political stuff, but it does have a question. So Ryan said, the United States of America created concentration camps in the naval base there, where it illegally houses prisoners and tortures them. Should the United States of America dismantle the concentration camp? So if you're saying the United States of America has an illegal concentration camp where it houses prisoners, then yes, I think it should dismantle it if it is indeed, as you describe, an illegal concentration camp. Let's see. Samuel R. said, what do you think people pretend to like when they really don't? Ooh. I feel like I don't see a lot of people pretend to like stuff that they don't like. Or I guess it's harder to tell when that's happening. I feel like I see people pretend to dislike stuff that they really do like more often. Like when you see someone who goes, oh, I don't know, I don't like X thing because blah, 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 blah reason. You'll later just catch them slipping and they'll like another thing for the reasons for why they disliked one thing. I think sometimes people just make up weird excuses for why they don't like stuff, when in actuality they do. They just may not want to come off as like basic or mainstream. How often do you describe a popular show to someone and as soon as they learn it's popular, they don't really vibe with it, but beforehand they were all in? You know, I feel like that is something I see more often, and it's something that I think is really weird. Sorry, I just had to get a little liquid refreshment. Let's see, what are we doing? Godzilla said, yeah, it's cool. What do you like of that character? So I think the concept of a spirit centipede that flies around and protects people in a mythological world sounds cool, but I feel like I don't know a lot about the character's personality or their motivations. Why do they save people? What powers do they have? What is the mythical world like? I have questions that haven't been answered, so I can't really be focused on like, oh, I like this or that about the character, because there's not a lot that I know. I like that he protects people, and I like that he's a centipede, and I like that he's a spirit, but I need more information before I can really tell you more about my thoughts on the character. Let's see. Brian posted political stuff and didn't ask a question. Godzilla said, basically, is this AI Dungeon 2 world is that gods are basically superpowered storytellers that can enter their world. I feel like you said basically more times than you had to, Godzilla. That's cool. That kind of reminds me of Godhoodism, which is an interesting religious belief. If you guys haven't heard of Godhoodism, make sure to check out my video on Godhoodism. It seems conceptually similar to what Godzilla is describing for his AI Dungeon 2 scenario. Samuel R. said, what about you do you seem to get the most comments about? Also, and then he tried to get me to say something inappropriate. So, I get a lot of comments about like my hair as of recent because it's so long. I used to have like baby dreads, and before that I had like an afro with the sides cut off, and before that I had an afro. Excuse me. Long story short, my hair has gone through multiple transformations recently, like over like the last few years of my life. So people recently are just like, wow, your hair is long. And I'll have friends who watch my YouTube videos, right? They see how long my hair is, and then they see me in person and they go, wow, your hair's long. Like it still just blows them away. So recently it's the hair. Back in the day when my hair was shorter, I used to hang out with friends and people would say that I looked like Childish Gambino, and I would get that all the time from like strangers. So that used to be kind of the thing that like people would say like on a pretty regular basis. But yeah, I think recently I get the most comments about how long my dreads are. Let's see. Godzilla said, by the way, the Auditor is a weird shadow man with red eyes, and he is nothing to a goblin wizard named Garib who has plant powers. But I was talking about Centipede Spirit. Are you getting a smoothie or a milkshake? I don't know why I said like his whole thing dramatically, but I was on a roll. So a second ago, I was drinking some flavored water. That's actually what I drink most of the time, actually. I have these crush things that are flavored like crush soda that I can squirt into my water to make my water taste like soda. And yeah, most of the time I'm just drinking flavored water. I do buy smoothies on the regular, and I did have a smoothie earlier today from Smoothie King, but what I was drinking a moment ago was neither smoothie nor milkshake. It was strawberry flavored water. Let's see, Ryan didn't ask a question, just posted the political statement. Fanman said, you holding that cup reminded me of the kill meme. I have no idea what the kill meme is. I'm not familiar. Godzilla said, awesome. What I thought I said in this AI Dungeon 2 world. Not, is this AI Dungeon 2 world? Fair. Okay, understandable, Godzilla. Ryan didn't post a question. Just another thing that says something about politics. Ryan said, Nick gets a lot of comments about his shitty politics. From me. Let's see. Samuel R. said, wow, racism. I don't know what came up that made Samuel R. say, wow, racism. I'm curious and thrown off. This is not my real name. Said, have you ever played Dishonored? I have not played Dishonored. I've heard the name before. What is Dishonored about? I actually just don't know. I have no idea. Godzilla said, I like that just whenever you see my messages go dramatic mode. It sounded cool. Dog Tuesday. Do. I'm glad that you vibe with the Godzilla. Samuel R. said, if you could remove something that exists in this world forever, what would it be? So I think you maybe shouldn't permanently remove things from existence. Just saying. Dun, 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 dun. The end of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien is like that. So, spoilers for Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, a show that's been around for literal, just many years. Like, you can just go watch it if you just haven't seen it. At the end of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, Ben gets a sword that essentially can let him do anything, and he's given the choice of, Ben, if you really want to, you could get rid of all evil right now. All evil would just not exist in the whole universe or whatever. And Ben goes, no, that's just not right. It's not really my decision to make on that. I'm not just gonna do that, because that honestly would make me no better than the evil people who think that they're justified to do evil things because they think it's for the right reasons. And it's wow, that was a full character arc. He learned that he just shouldn't play God or whatever. Bum, 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 bum. So I was I don't know. It seems the lesson is maybe just because you have the power to do something that could erase all of a thing from existence, maybe you shouldn't, because maybe just no one should, and you should just find other ways to deal with your problems. So probably just wouldn't remove anything. Probably just for the best not to do that. Maybe the power to remove things from existence forever is the thing that should be removed. I don't know. Let's see. Samuel R. said, what's something that when you were learning it, you thought you'd never use it, but in reality, you ended up using it a lot? I don't know if this is something... Okay, I have a good one. Typing properly on a keyboard. I used to peck the keys with one finger all the time when I typed at home. And then when I was in middle school and they were teaching you how to type for real, I was but why do I want to type for real? I feel this just works out best or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And now literally the only way that I ever type for real is the proper way, your hands in the proper positions, go nuts, type away. It's just more efficient. It's faster. It gets the job done. It really helps with my job and my career path. I think if I was still pecking keys, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So typing properly, I think, is a skill that I slept on, but then I was you know what, this is actually extremely useful. My grandma is learning how to type on a phone properly. She recently was scoffing. She was why would I use two hands when I could use one hand or whatever? We're trying to explain to my grandma, it's just more efficient. Once you get it and once you feel comfortable with it, it'll just be better. Though I'll be honest, I'm not very good at typing myself. Let's see. Fan Man said, yo, Ryan, you for real need to stop. Some of the stuff you talk about, some may be sensitive to what you say. To which then Samuel R. said, sensitive to who? Let's see. This is not my real name. Said it's a stealth action game. He's referring to Dishonored, by the way. It is a stealth action game, and you get supernatural abilities in it. But it's about you getting revenge for being framed for the murder of an empress. That sounds kind of interesting. Is Dishonored first person or third person? And what kind of world does it take place in? Because I feel like those are the kinds of things that'll get me either hyped or immediately uninterested. So if it's third person and it takes place in like a modern fantasy world rather than like a medieval fantasy world or something like that, you might be like barking up the right tree. I might vibe with that. But if it's first person and it's like a medieval fantasy thing or just like hard sci-fi, I might just dial back and not really vibe with it that hard. I don't know. But I do like modern fantasy, and I do like sci-fi to a certain degree. But if it gets too hard into space stuff, I stop caring a little bit. It all depends. Let's see. Godzilla said, sensitive to Scooby-Doo the Troll. Scooby-Doo the Troll. What a weird name for a troll. Imagine if you were a troll and you were named after a Hanna-Barbera character. Fanman said, yes. Godzilla said, also, Jet, you should play this one game called AI Dungeon 2. And then he's going to act like I don't play AI Dungeon 2, even though I already play AI Dungeon 2. He already does. It's a D&D game. If your DM was an AI and they were also on an acid trip, you should play it. You know I play AI Dungeon 2. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's just, excuse me, I haven't been playing it as much recently. I canceled my premium subscription. Recently, I've been playing Tron Runner, but to be honest, I haven't been doing much gaming in general. I've been writing and like watching anime, especially Saint Seiya. I might move on to Saint Seiya Lost Canvas now that I've watched all of the original Saint Seiya anime, but only time will tell. Anyways, Ryan said, what do you mean by sensitive? Ooh, that's a question for somebody up further in the chat who said the whole people could be sensitive what you're talking about. I think it was Fanman who said that. Godzilla said, I bet 1 trillion lions would beat the sun because it has already happened. The sun is gone. There are only 1 trillion lions up there. So, nope, I just don't think that's true. And then he said, yo, Jet, there's a spider behind you. I also don't believe that's true, especially since I can see myself on the screen, right? So I could be like, dun, dun. I just don't see a spider. So let's see. This is not my real name, said first person and kind of steampunky with technology based on Nikola Tesla. It's like a weird industrial era sci-fi setting. You should check it out. So I kind of got turned off by like first person. I'm not a big like first person gamer for real. So I can't go for that. No. Not to say that I never play first person games, but it's not really my preference. And when I go into a game knowing that it's supposed to be like a first person thing, it can really be like a that ain't me, coach. Like I don't know, I just don't really vibe with it that hard. Well, but the Nikola Tesla industrial era setting actually sounds kind of cool, not gonna lie. I will say one of my favorite video games of all time that I don't talk about that often is Fable 3. I actually really like Fable 3, and that kind of took place in an industrial revolution, but in like a fantasy world, and I did like that. I thought that was like a cool setting. So the setting for Dishonored sounds cool. Even the premise for Dishonored sounds cool, but the first-person gameplay and the fact that it's not, I guess, something that's like more in my genre wheelhouse makes me go, I'd just rather not. But it does sound interesting. I definitely can recognize that some of it's kind of cool. Let's see. Fanman said, Nick, what do you think of the idea of a teen who uses a suit that has a fan head that creates strong gusts of wind and also has knife hands for an AI dungeon prompt? Sounds like an interesting AI dungeon prompt. Sounds like a weird life to have. When you say that they have knife hands, do you mean like in a Wolverine kind of way, or do you mean in like an Edward Scissorhands kind of way, where like living just is impractical because you have knives for hands? Like I don't know. It just sounds like an interesting character for sure. Godzilla said, "No, I meant behind the camera. Do 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 do. Look. So I mean, I don't know how you'd be able to see a spider behind the camera, Godzilla. Let's see. Yo, Samuel R. tried to trick me into saying something, and then he said, if you could have the attention of the world for 1 minute, what would you say? Hey, subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for tuning in for 1 minute. If you guys want to see interesting topics and videos like these, I'm into comics, gaming, superheroes, etc. Make sure to hit up the Nick Benson channel on YouTube. I would just do a plug. I do a plug for my own content so that if people wanted to hear more of what I had to say or ask me any questions, they could come at your boy and do so. This is not my real name. Said I grew up with Fable. Hey, ballin'. Now I will say my brother owned Fable 1. And my brother owned Fable 2. But me growing up, I actually didn't really get an opportunity to play Fable 1 or Fable 2. So by the time I was old enough to start playing games like that, I had gotten Fable 3, and that was my shit. I really liked Fable 3. Solid game. Let's see. Fanman said the suit has knife hands. The guy himself hands. When you said that he has a fan for a head, is that literal, or does the suit just have like a fan helmet? Also, have you guys heard of Flaming Carrot? I feel like Fanman and Godzilla would absolutely love Flaming Carrot. The premise is pretty simple. Imagine a dude is bet like a large sum of money that he can't read like a ton of comics in a single night. We're talking like thousands of comics. So the dude binge reads comic books so hard and so long to win that bet that it melts his brain. And now he's convinced that he's a superhero, but he's also mentally unstable. He wears a giant carrot-shaped mask that shoots fire out of the top, and he wears like green swim flippers on his feet and red pants and like a white dress shirt, and he has a cannon that can shoot baloney. If you guys have not seen Flaming Carrot or heard of Flaming Carrot, I recommend that you check it out. It's a weird superhero. I've met the creator. He's a cool guy. He actually introduced me to the guys who created the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I got them to sign my copy of Flaming Carrot. Check him out. Cool. Let's see. Boss Tross 1022 said, hey, you got work. Go to bed. So I actually normally go to bed at 1 a.m. and it's currently only 11:53 p.m. So your boy's got time. But I might end the stream at some point. Who knows? Godzilla said, homie, you weren't. Listen, it's at the door behind you. Look, the spider. Right there, he's coming out the bathroom, because that's the bathroom. Spider had to take a dookie. This is post-dookie Spider. Let's see. Yo, this is not my real name. Said, oh, there's a Dungeon AI2 competitor being made called Novel AI. It's supposed to enter open beta very soon. You might want to check it out. So Camaro Gaming actually was telling me about that on our Discord, and I need to look into it a bit more. I did look into it a bit more, actually. I went to like the website for it, and I do want to do a video about it once it enters like open beta, and I can get my hands on it and I can like see what it's like, because I do write books, and I've recently been like writing and publishing multiple books. So I do think Novel AI could be right up my alley, but I don't know. I'm hoping that in the future we get more of these. It's like AI Dungeon 2, but it's trained on X in the future. But I want one for superhero fiction. Hit me up. If you trained like GPT-3 on like superhero fiction, like you took maybe like a ton of superhero novels and you threw them in and it just learned like the basic story structure of like superhero stuff, I think that would be really cool. But Novel AI, in case you guys don't know what that is, it's like an AI that is able to help you like write novels and stuff. It's similar to AI Dungeon 2, which is like a role-playing game AI, but instead of the AI acting as a dungeon master, it's kind of like a collaborative author, if that makes sense. Moving on. This is not my real name set. Not sure if you know, but it's been confirmed that there's a new Fable game in development. So I don't know a lot about that. I don't know if it'll be good. A lot of the Fable games that we've gotten post Fable 3 have been kind of weird, like that Fable Connect game and stuff like that. So, grain of salt, pinch of salt, salt shaker, bring in the salt truck, salt factory, salt mine. I don't know if the new Fable game's gonna be that good. Let's see. This is not my real name. I already read that. Fanman said, I hate novel AI, to be honest. Fanman, why do you hate novel AI? Samuel R. said, what's the best trick someone has ever played on you? Ooh, best trick someone has ever played on me. I feel like you wouldn't know the best trick that someone played on you. Because if it was really the best trick, you would be entirely convinced that it was true. So I think if someone has played such a grand trick on me, I wouldn't be able to identify it. So I would say, I don't know. Let's see. Samuel R. said, what do you know how to do that's useless? Do I have any entirely useless skills? I don't think I have any entirely useless skills. Let's see. So I'm not sure, to be entirely honest. I am unaware. So right now, Camaro Gaming is actively what if I just blow into my mic or whatever? What if I just blow into my mic on stream? Let a nigga try me. I'm gonna get this whole motherfucking farm. So I'm just leaving the voice chat on Discord. I ain't playing with nobody. Fuck around and I'm gonna catch a body. Hey, and I'm gonna close out of Discord. I'm gonna pop back into the live stream video. You already know what it is. Hey, where are we? Where are we in the chat? We're falling behind in the chat. Gonna keep up with the chat. But yeah, I don't know anything that I can do that's absolutely useless and has no use. I feel like with enough imagination, you can apply any skill to any particular situation. Let's see, Godzilla said, Samuel R. When I made him think that I am just a normal person that is totally not writing the Necronomicon 2, the Squeak Wolf. Samuel R. said, what, Godzilla? Then Godzilla said, Jet, I thought I was telling you about that. Then Samuel R. said, I'm confused. In which then Godzilla said, superheroes would be cool. Superheroes are cool. Fanman said, also, it's not competition. It's the AI dungeon killer. So I do think it's interesting for these AI dungeon alternatives to try and advertise themselves as move out of the way, AI dungeon, the new kids in town. Because it's maybe you'll be the AI dungeon killer, or maybe you'll just be niche. I don't know. I think there are plenty of people who are still going to vibe with AI dungeon for what it is, and there will be plenty of people who vibe with novel AI for what it is. But I'm not sure if novel AI can just step in and go, you're trash. I just don't think that's how it works. Let's see. Samuel R. said, what's your go-to funny story now, but was horrendous at the moment? Ooh, go-to funny story, but at the time it sucked. I'm not sure. I think it's the concept of it being go-to that I guess I disagree with. I know that once when I was a kid, I farted in class and it was audible or something like that. And everyone reacted, or I reacted. It was some stuff like that. I'm talking about a grade school thing that happened. Oh, I don't know. I keep coming up with stories where it's I farted, but it's was it funny? It's funny if you fart stuff. And was it horrendous? I guess if you get embarrassed by it, but as a kid, I think I got embarrassed by stuff like that. It's weird. Hindsight changes your perspective of stuff like that. So it's I don't think any of the I farted in public and I got embarrassed stories are really go-to funny. but I also don't think any of them are like horrendous either. So I don't know. I'd have to think about that. What is a go-to funny story now that was horrendous at the moment? I'm not sure. Ryan said, Nick, what do you think is? What do I think is? I'm not sure if that is a grammatically correct sentence. Could you rephrase that question? Maybe it is grammatically correct. I might be wrong on that. I should more likely just say, I don't understand what you mean by that question. Could you rephrase it? Godzilla said, I thought I told you of Novel AI. Oh, like you specifically, Godzilla, were the one who told me and not Camaro Gaming? You might have. Oh, also, I just called him Camaro Gaming. I mean Camaro Guy. Yeah, you might have been the one who told me about it. I thought Camaro Guy told me about it, but it might have been Godzilla all along. Ryan, are you asking what do I think exists? Is that what you mean when you say what do I think is? Fanman said, do you like ARGs? Are you talking about like augmented reality games or alternate reality games, which are two different things but have similar acronyms? I don't know which one you're referring to, and you may not be referring to either because acronyms can be kind of ambiguous sometimes. Godzilla said, maybe you will kill AI Dungeon 2, or maybe you will kill the Infinite Story. Goodness, so I still have Infinite Story app, I think, on my phone. It's just like a similar thing to AI Dungeon, but free, and you don't have to make accounts and stuff like that. And it's just medieval fantasy, I think. I haven't been on Infinite Story app in a long time. Is it different now? What all can you do in Infinite Story app? Are people moving over to that from AI Dungeon? These are the questions that I want to know the answers of. Answers to? Answers to. Let's see. Samuel R. said, how many things you currently own do you think you could throw away and not notice a difference in your life? Probably a lot, to be honest. I have a lot of excess food because people will give me food, and if I try to tell them I already have a lot, they sometimes get upset. So I just end up accepting it anyways, and then I don't really do anything with it. So like a lot of food I could probably go without, like I don't need. Also, I'll be given gifts that I don't need, where someone will go, well, you just need this thing. It's important that you have it, but it's something I literally never use and may never use kind of thing. There are also plenty of things that I have at my mom's house and at my dad's house that technically are mine, right? But I just never have gone through a like, okay, and now you move all that stuff out, where it's like, well, it doesn't affect me from my day-to-day life already. Like you could probably like chuck a lot of that stuff, and I wouldn't even know you did until when I'm old, and I'm like, where's that thing I had in my youth? And it's like, oh, you threw it away? Yeah, that probably makes sense for taking up space or whatever. Yeah, so like, a lot of stuff could be thrown away and it wouldn't matter. Like a lot. Godzilla said, I don't know. The website is kind of trash. So you're talking about Infinite Story, and he said lots of crashings. Ooh, Infinite Story may have too strong demand. They weren't ready. Let's see, Samuel R. says, seems like you've already thrown out shampoo and clippers. Oh, he's flaming us. Oh, I'm in the inferno. I'm dying. What a horrible third-degree burns. So when it comes to, like, my hair, so I haven't cut my hair in a long time. That's 100% true. I do shampoo my hair, actually. I clean my hair every day. So this hair is freshly washed hair. Washed it earlier today. Dreads be dreads. Natural dreads. I don't get these twisted. This is just how they grow. Let's see. Fanman said, my yes pet Prague. I have no idea what you just said, Fanman. Is might be speaking another language. Godzilla said, what the F is a Prague? This is not my real name. Said, as of now, I've noticed some have moved to the Infinite Story due to privacy invasions, and others claim they will move to Novel AI when it fully releases. I think people need to stop bandwagoning on things that aren't out yet when you don't know if they will be any better than the things that already exist. So far, what I've seen about Novel AI is hype, but I haven't actually seen like anything to show that it's better than AI Dungeon 2 or that it will be better than AI Dungeon 2 with like solid evidence. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Samuel R said, K, bye, and then he tried to make me say a thing. Dun, 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 dun. Samuel R, if you're actually dipping, I hope that you have a happy, fun night. Thank you for tuning into the AMA. And make sure that you subscribe and smash that like button if you haven't already. Fanman said, "Your Prague." Whenever I hear Prague, I think of there's a real place called Prague, but it's spelled differently. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to remember where that place is. I'm trying to like flash back to it, like do 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 do. Then Godzilla said Prague Vrosoth. Hey, it's like Frog Sothoth, but slightly twisted, kind of different, using different letters and different organizations of letters. Let's see. So we have hit an hour and 30 minutes into the AMA. I had a fun time. I hope you guys had a fun time. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. Twitter's in the title, at NikaBensonY. Also, feel free to join our Discord. What? Also in the title of the video. Oh, that's crazy. That's right up there. Right up there in the title. Oh, that's wild. I don't know why I'm pointing up. Titles for videos are always down now. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Also, if you guys want to hit up my Cash App, bam! That's also in the title of the video. Oh, that's wild. Oh, that's crazy. Guys, Ola said, glitch base. Don't make a Twitter account. That's the worst mistake you can make. Ooh, interesting. But anyways, thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. We don't have these videos. Show your friendly boy, JetBlackRLSH, logging out. Peace, guys. Oh, real quick, this is not my real name, said, I agree with you. Saying that people jump on hype bandwagons too much. I remember when people were saying Elder Scrolls Online would kill WoW. Ooh, that's an interesting opinion to have that did not age well. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Peace, guys. Check it out. Return of the Mac once again.